thought Daniel this whole time was just being conversational. Now I know it's nervous banter. Pocket sixes for Negreanu. There's that min raise again.
I raised.
Oh, no, don't do that. Why do you start with that? I hate when they do that.
Suited connectors for Vanessa.
Because I want to see the flop, okay?
Make it 18,000.
That's fair. It's not crazy.
Raises to 18,000.
You scared me. I thought you were going to go blah like that, but that's fair.
Daniel calls.
I can see a flop for 12.
This is a new gear from Vanessa.
Set of sixes for Daniel.
Vanessa's got air here.
I'll stop.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's getting in your head, the cricket noise.
24.
Vanessa bets 24,000. Daniel just calls.
His hand is so big on this rainbow board that he's going to try to get Vanessa to fire a second barrel at it on the turn.
Vanessa picks up a flush draw. She checks.
She's actually got a little something now, and she could beat Daniel's set of sixes by hitting a diamond that doesn't pair the board on the river.
28.
Daniel bets 28,000.
Pot is up to 112,000 now. She's getting 4-1 on a call. Vanessa might even be tempted to pull off a semi-bluff here. Of course, it'd be a bad idea, given that we see Daniel's cards and he's got a set.
Okay, I call.
She calls.
Vanessa's gonna wait and try to make her hand. Not get too creative.
No diamond. Vanessa can outdraw Daniel's set.
Right color, wrong suit.
She checks.
There's a 4-card straight on the board, but I don't think Daniel has Vanessa on a 5.
30.
Daniel bets 30,000. Vanessa mucks her hand. Daniel takes a healthy pot and moves into the chip lead.
His smooth call on the flop allowed Vanessa to pick up a draw on the turn and give him an extra 28,000.
Here, tables get broken down, and Daniel Negreanu has a new featured table around him, including Susie Isaacs, a 2-time winner of the ladies event here at the World Series of Poker, and also Primož Adamic from Slovenia. Primož sits down and looks at ace, king of hearts.
Don't see a lot of sweaters in Las Vegas in the summer, or whatever that is.
He's going to raise it up to 3,100. Isaacs now, author of 5 poker books, Ace Jack offsuit.
When Susie won the ladies championship back-to-back in 1996 and 97, it was 7-card stud they were playing then.
Isaacs makes the call. Negreanu with pocket deuces. Reaching for chips, and he'll make the call. 3 to the flop. It is deuce, 5, ace, and what a flop for Negreanu. He hits the set, and his opponents pair their ace.
Great spot for Daniel. Adamic with his pair of aces, the king kicker. Susie has a pair of aces with an inferior kicker.
Adamic first to whack, bets 7,000.
This is it.
Susie was 10th in the main event in 1998, just missing the final table the year Scotty Wynn won it all.
And Susie's going to move all in with the aces and jack kicker.
This is for 1/3 of Daniel's remaining stack. At a minimum, he's going to call. It's just a question of whether he wants to push all in.
I didn't say suck out. I said triple me up.
Well, Daniel's not moving all in. He just makes the call. Adamic now with top pair, top kicker.
All in.
And he moves all in. And that would put Daniel Negreanu at risk were he to call.
I think I got you guys crushed, but I'm not sure.
I think he has him crushed, and I am sure.
You got 3 5s? No, you don't. You don't have it. You don't have it. I think you both have ace king.
Daniel's my hero. I'm going to treat him to Rocky 5.
You got an ace. He got 2? No.
Now, he can't see the whole cards, right?
I believe he can.
Daniel's going to make the call, so both he and Isaac will be at risk.
Please.
But Daniel in great shape.
Oh, no. Jeez, what the hell do I
She needs divine intervention.
need? 2 hearts, that's what I need.
No.
No, I don't know what the hell I need to save my ass.
3-4.
Daniel's right. Unless there are hearts, with a 3-4, we'd have a 3-way split pot.
36.
Beat by the best.
So Negreanu and Isaacs all in.
Got hearts, too.
Turn card now is a 6 of spades, and that's going to end it. Isaacs and Adamich drawing dead. Isaacs eliminated.
I lost to the best.
And Daniel Negreanu doubles up and then some.
Nothing you can do there with ace-deuce.
They give and get a lot more action.
1,000 a call.
Pocket fives this time for Young.
Call.
Just calling. This time Negreanu gets the Kangaroos.
Raise to 4,500. 45.
Daniel Cates. He's got into trouble before with King Queen. He was on the button last time.
Call.
This time he calls.
You wait till my big blind and then play just like in Toronto, man. What the hell? I'm gonna send this to Chris. Daniel's still doing
And
the
we're
same thing like
three-handed.
You bet, Patrick. Huh? You bet. You look very happy.
Check bet.
No fives there for Young. King Queen for Daniel Cates. This could get ugly because Negreanu has top set.
11,000.
I
promise you guys do not take a shower.
Richard Young didn't hit, so he quit.
11,000.
And how does Negreanu want to play this? It's obviously a straightening and flushing board,
Raise 30,000.
so he decides to narrow down Cates' range.
When you said he was gonna win, I got happy because I went down.
King Queen good enough for Cates to make the call.
30,000 total.
Negreanu, a very serious look on his face.
Check bet.
Well, that is a heart. Cates has the Queen of Hearts, so has an extra way out of this. At the moment, he's a 4-1 dog.
Check.
Check, check. Well, that 6 gives Negreanu a full house. He's not worried about the flush now. But the other Daniel, Daniel Cates, decides to check. And the man with the maple leaf on his arm knows that this is the time to try and make some money. But Cates couldn't say fold fast enough. So he got away from
Now,
top 2 pair.
Russian Stanislav Olokin. Under the gun, looks down at pocket deuces.
When Olokin plays in Russia, he's actually as entertaining as Phil Locke, but he doesn't take his show on the road.
He does say in Russia he interacts with the rest of the players quite a bit, but he doesn't speak a lot of English, so he's a little quieter here. Olokin with the deuces. He wants to play him. Just makes a call. The blinds are up to 4 and 8,000. Shakurchi folded now to Justin Smith with pocket jacks.
Smith was 14th at the World Series Europe Pot Limit Omaha event just before this main event.
With jacks, he raises it to 29,000.
That would have been good, buddy. That would have been good.
Bent Sonert. Queen Jack into the muck. Action folds over to Daniel Negreanu. Negreanu with pocket sevens.
Daniel with a pocket pair in the cutoff position.
A raise in front of him. Daniel calls for 29,000. On the button, Kongsgaard. He folds. Brandon Adams in the small blind lays it down. The big blind is John Juanda, the tournament chip leader, and he gets out of the way. So, action on Olokin.
Olokin definitely wanted to see the flop for cheap, but he might be tempted by getting 4-1 on his money here and see if he can hit a deuce on the flop.
Cost him 21,000 more, and he does make the call. 3 to the flop, 3 pocket pairs.
He's thinking deuce right now in Russian. What is that, Lon?
Deuce ski.
We Americans are so stupid.
Oh, on the flop is jackpot for Negreanu, 3 sevens. Olokin first to act. He checks his deuces.
Such a subtle move with that finger to check. It could have been a twitch.
Pocket jacks for Smith, way behind, and he checks.
Same little tap.
And Negreanu will check his set.
Boy, Daniel sits on the 3-7s.
Turn card is a 6. Daniel set still way ahead. Alokan now drawing dead, and he checks again.
Well, Justin Smith would be justified stepping up with a bet. I would think my jacks are good. But of course, Lon, this is another reason you don't like to play jacks. They're never good.
That's right. But Justin does see a lot of passivity coming his way, and so pocket jacks, he's reaching for chips, and he bets 76,000.
I'm gonna go all in.
Negreanu pushes all in.
Well, a quick move by Daniel.
Alokan folds. Now Justin and his jacks.
Smith scratching his 5 o'clock shadow over at Daniel's all-in, even though I don't think he has a 5 o'clock shadow.
He's only 20 years old. I'm sure he doesn't. It's more like a 115 shadow.
Well, would Daniel push all-in on a draw with 280,000 left? That's the question. Or Daniel, you know, he might have had a hand like 7-8 suited, so he would have a pair with a straight or flush draw. The jacks could be good.
Justin doesn't want to give it up, but he does fold.
Big laydown, huh?
Huh?
You made a big laydown?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what it was.
That'll probably be on TV.